Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot, back with some more MLB picks on this Monday, June 21st. Guys, it's Monday. It's a new week. Let's get after it. Usually Mondays stink, but luckily these picks don't. Right now, we are sitting at 6,693 subs. Yes, only 7 away from our 6,700 mark. Can we get that by the end of the day? Absolutely. Can't do it without you mashing that subscribe button, so go ahead and subscribe. You know we're trying to get to tens of thousands of subs like those other picks pages that actually make you pay for picks. No, we're free over here. And lastly, consider becoming a COS All-Star. All over these people, all over the screen, are our current COS All-Stars. You were the real MVPs, and you were the reason why, on vacation, I'm doing videos. Yes, I'm at the Outer Banks, North Carolina. A storm moved in last night. There might be gusts of winds. Yes, Tropical Storm Claudette. So the weather is not great here, unfortunately, today. But again, gusts of wind, guys. If something like that happens during the video, I apologize, but we're out in Mother Nature. We're soaking it all in, literally and physically, and we'll just embrace that today. Let's recap the picks last night real quick. We went 2-2, 2-2, and not great. We're here to make money, not go even. So tonight is going to be a better night. Toronto run line, that was an easy win. Houston first 5, that was an easy win. Boston just did not show up. Minor pitched a lot better game than I anticipated, and Walker missed the strikeouts by 1. That's a tough L. But guys, as always, we get after today, and I just want to remind you guys, these are a bunch of game ones, and in baseball especially, game ones can be unpredictable. That's why we got to bankroll manage. I believe last week, it might have been Monday, all the underdogs were winning, and it was amazing, because yes, I do pick a lot of favorites, and when the dogs come barking, I'm down bad. I could go 0-4 tonight. So just again, remember, bankroll manage. Gambling, especially in the MLB, is a marathon, not a sprint. And with that being said, where are we starting today? Braves versus Mets. I'm taking Mets run line in game 1 of the doubleheader, or whenever Jake DeGrom's pitching. That's who I really want. DeGrom, 0 earned runs in each of his last 4 starts. There's no better pitcher than him in the league right now. He is number 1, and it's by far. Atlanta, 23rd in Ks. DeGrom should have his way with Atlanta today. I anticipate him to come out there and just hammer them. Anderson's on the mound for Atlanta, 4 earned runs and a 2 whip in a 13-2 loss last time these two teams faced. Yeah, I mean, Anderson got rocked. I don't normally talk about whips, but a whip around 2, that's not great. New York Mets home record. This is worth saying. 20-7, really good home team, and they are 24-14 as a favorite. That has to be from DeGrom, right? That's usually when the Mets are favored, is when DeGrom's on the mound. But nonetheless, I like them in the doubleheader. Game 1, I believe, is the one DeGrom should be pitching. Again, watch out for that one. That's the one I want. It could be game 1, could be game 2, but I believe it should be game 1. We're gonna go ahead and lock that one in. Moving on to our next pick, Dodgers versus Padres. I'm taking Padres money line, -126. This is going to be another great series, guys, right? We saw what these two teams did earlier in the season, and this is I expect more fun from this. We've got Darvish on the mound today. He's scheduled to pitch 7 innings pitched and 9 Ks in both matchups against the Dodgers. He was really good at keeping the Dodgers bats at bay, right? The Dodgers are a team that sometimes comes out and just does not play to their potential, right? I don't need to tell any of you guys that yesterday who picked the Dodgers against the Diamondbacks, and they blew the cover really bad. That was a massive choke. I know you guys, any of you Dodger bettors, were in pain. They do that. I'm sorry. I hear a frog in the background. Who's on the mound for the Dodgers though? Urias, 2-0. 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. He's hittable, okay? I mean, he's been pretty solid as of late. But another factor in this one we got to look at: San Diego, 24-14 at home. Another good home record, and they got that crowd behind him. Playing the rival, crosstown rival Dodgers. I expect the crowd to be rocking today. Well, another factor, we got to look at this too. Dodgers are 17th in strikeouts. San Diego is 5th. Maybe Darvish has his way through the lineup, and San Diego can easily get to Urias. I expect that. They're not a high strikeout volume team. That's what makes me feel good about picking them today. And lastly, did you see that Dodgers bullpen? yesterday. Yeah, they gave up all the runs and blew the cover to Arizona. I'm just saying, there's going to be lots of potentials for the Padres to win today. That's why I like them with Darvish today. Moving on to our next pick, Reds versus Twins. I'm taking Reds first 5 money line. I don't have the odds for this one. I wish I did, but don't have them yet. Who's scheduled to start for Cincy? Mahle. 1, 4, and 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Malle's been pretty solid. I mean, I don't love the 4, but the 2 and the 1 are more like it. And who's on the other side of the mound? It's not all about Mahle. It's more about J Happ. Happ, 5 earned runs in each of his last 3, and his whip in all of his in all of those have been near 2. Guys that I call him Hapless Hap sometimes because he goes out there and gets rocked. I believe the last time I picked against him, it was a no sweat bet. He just got absolutely blitzed. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some runs here, and the Reds, being so good offensively, 5th in runs, 5th in hits, they should be able to get to Happ today and score some runs on him. That being said, by comparison, Minnesota 11th in runs, 7th in hits. They're a streaky offensive team. They're top 10 because some games they just have an explosion, and some games they just can't they can't hit anything. Also, I'm picking the first 5 in this one because I don't want the bullpens involved. Yeah, I do not want Cincy's bullpen to come in there and sell me at the last minute. That would be catastrophic. That's why I want the Reds first 5 money line. Again, it should be decent odds on it. I don't have the odds for it yet, but I'll lock it in once I get it. The books have been slacking a little bit this morning. Moving on to our last pick. This is normally a player prop. I like to collaborate with the community usually on player props. They're fun. They're a fun baseball bet to make. But the lines for the the better pitchers are not out, so I don't really have anything to go off of this morning. So I'm not gonna guess or speculate. I'm just gonna take what I think is my 4 best plays. So that being said, the 4th play, Astros versus Orioles. Astros run line it is. -1.5 at -110 odds. Yeah, guys, Houston, first in hits, runs, and strikeouts. I mean, how many times do you hear me say that stat? It's still true, and they're still an amazing offense. They absolutely had their way against a really good White Sox team. They're just a juggernaut right now. We have to ride that. Can they drop a game or 2 to the Orioles? Yeah, they could, and it's going to hurt a lot. But baseball, again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Who's the much better team? Houston, right? I told you how good they are offensively. Baltimore, 20th in runs, 13th in hits. Yeah, they've gotten better offensively, but there's no consistency there. At any minute, the Orioles' bats could dry up and their luck could run out. I've seen it happen. Who's on the mound for Houston today? Odorizzi scheduled to start 3 and 1 earned runs in each of his last 3. I mean, 3 are okay. Houston's offense is good enough to still cover given his performance. Aiken, though, on the other side of the mound, 8, 3, and 0 earned runs in each of his last 3. Maybe the 8's an outlier. I don't know. I mean, he's a lefty. Houston hits left-handed pitchers pretty well. And I mean, okay, let's assume for argument's sake, Aiken goes out there and puts up a really strong showing, and it's a tight game, mostly through 5 or 6 innings. Well, guys, Baltimore's bullpen is 23rd in bullpen ERA. Yeah, that's definitely an opportunity to come in there for Houston and get the cover run off of them. Again, some of these games do come down to the wire, and the cover run could come late. That's why I'm locking in Houston at -110. I think it's a good value pick nonetheless. Yes, could the dogs come barking today and we be down bad? Yes, but again, that's why I want to preach bankroll manage. With that being said, let's recap the picks though one last time for you guys. Mets run line in game 1 or the game that Jake DeGrom's pitching. Padres money line, Reds first 5 money line, and Astros run line. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the absolute best. I hope we have a great day today. Have a good start of the week. As always, I'll be back tomorrow. See ya.